It always comes back to water. Everything always comes back to water. I remember being at Lake Tahoe, and it was a beautiful clear day, and we're out there looking at the water. There's like 6 or 7 of us out there. And I was thinking that afternoon, what are we all doing out here? Why are we looking out over this water? And what I came up with was, in a world where everything else has been tamed, there's something in that water that still holds a little mystique. It pulls certain people. It holds some secrets. You know, the rough edges have been sanded down everywhere else, but we can't see everything that's going on in that water. There's probably not a dinosaur in there, but we don't know for sure that there's not. We're wrapping up. He starts to walk away, and as he's walking away, he goes, "By the way, when you learn even more about me, you'll be even more impressed." And we just went, oh, what a great thing to say. He didn't have to say that, but it made our day. I started at sunrise. You don't have to start at sunrise, but it depends on what the sun is doing and the time of year. But I started at sunrise on the beach, 5 hours south, walking, total silence. And then at the 5-hour mark, you turn around 5 hours north, 10-hour walk altogether. No music, no talking, just the sound of nature, the sound of the water. You know, you got to give your brain time to rest. We're not supposed to have this deluge of information, the neurons and the dopamine going crazy. You have to give your brain time to just reset, let those thoughts come in, deal with them. Don't reach for the next distraction. But right in front of that waterfall is one of the best places to see the sun really set and rise at the same time. It gets so it's just about covered by the horizon, and then it starts coming right back up again. I mean, you can't beat the view, but it's all, you know, but it's already there. The song is already there. The music is already there. The lyrics are already there. You just have to find them. And then if you find them, it's no guarantee you're going to keep it. It might disappear like water vapor. Well, the comedy shows that we were doing at that point were really way out there. We were doing shows in supermarkets, street corners. I remember one night we were at a Russian nightclub, and there was no one there. We went out on the sidewalk, tried to talk some people into coming to see the show, and some of them did. It was maybe 9 or 10 people at the peak. I was near the end, and by the time I got up there, the only ones who were left were people who were in the show, had already gone up. I got introduced. They go outside and have a smoke break, have a conversation. I look around after about 30 seconds. I said, this is completely empty in here. I'm literally the only one in here. So I think I did another 60 seconds or so just for fun. And then I remember I put the microphone stand down flat on the ground. I think I brought some chairs in from out in the audience, and I just set them up upside down on the stage. And then I went out through the kitchen and just left, because I wanted them to walk in, see this, and go, wow, what did we miss? This really must have been something. If there was any justice, he would have had a line wrapping around the block. I saw him one time. He had a guitar that he made himself, and it was painted up to look like a flamingo. And the strings he had were just wire. They weren't even real guitar strings. It sounded great. He had a trombone player with him who had no arms. He played the trombone with his feet. I said, this is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. There was maybe 4 people. True warriors are like eagles. They might share a mountainside together, but they're not going to flock together. And I said, what did you see? And he said, I don't know, but I don't want to see it again. And he made a beeline, never brought it up. I don't know. I never really looked at it that way. Because I always figured, hey, you could see as far as the headlights in your car, but you can make it the whole trip that way. You don't have to see thousands of miles in the distance. You see as far as the headlights, and you can just keep going little by little. I think that if you just create what you want to be a part of, treat the people that you meet with as much respect as possible, say a prayer of thanks, and then just laugh as much as humanly possible. Everything else works itself out in the end. Breathe deep from great art. Don't complain, and make each day your masterpiece. I don't know. I think that we're on this marble suspended in space for an amount of time. What do we concern ourselves with? Does it really matter? I think that if your wildest dreams come true or they don't, it's really immaterial. It's the stuff in the middle. Were you a good friend? Did you never stop trying to become the person that you needed to be? And if you messed up, did you say, well, I don't like the way that happened. I don't like the way I handled that situation. Next time I'll do it this way. Because if it registers at all, you're already ahead of most people. Most people, it poof, it's just gone. It's not even on the radar screen.